up guys, it's BT here, and today we're going to be checking out the latest and greatest from Beyerdynamic, their new 700X and 900X Pros. As expected with Beyerdynamics, both of these carry the same design and these things are built like tanks. So if you're somebody that's really rough with your headphones, these are going to last you a very long time. Now the only weak point of these headphones is the little cable that comes out of the headband. These can get caught on things and these can rip, so be careful with that. Otherwise, have your way with these headphones. Now the ear cups do swivel and the headband can be adjusted to your head size, but these things do clamp down with a lot of force. It feels like there's a vice grip on your head. So on one side, the positive is that these aren't going to come off your head. The second part of that is that it's actually going to squeeze your head, and there's actually quite a bit of fatigue with both of these headphones. I often find myself having to rest a lot of the times, taking off one ear cup at a time, just kind of doing one of these deals right here, just because it just gets so tight after a while. The headband up top has this little faux leather cushion for the top of your head. It is comfortable, but it doesn't feel as premium as I think it should be for the $300 that they were asking for both of these headphones. So the 900X has these sexy Beyerdynamic grill cutouts. These are the open back version, and these will let out a lot of sound and also let in a lot of sound because of that. Now the closed back headphones, the 700Xs, have a closed ear cup like design to keep the sound in and keep unwanted sounds out. And we'll touch more on closed back and open back later on in the video. Outside of those two differences, they both feature the same circular ear cup design that Beyerdynamic is known for, and they have that velour that gets hot after about 15 minutes of use. You get used to it, but if you're in a hotter climate, I probably would stay away from both of these headphones. Thankfully, both of these headphones feature a detachable mini XLR cable. They come with two different sizes, a long one and a short one, as well as a bag. And this is good because if you have a short in your headphones, you'll be able to replace that cord. Whereas on past headphones like the Beyerdynamic 990s, they didn't have a detachable cord. If the cord got messed up, you're pretty much done. You can get it replaced, but I mean, most common consumers are not going to have that knowledge and know-withal to actually go and do that and change out the cord. Both these headphones, both the 700X and the 900X Pros, both feature Beyerdynamic's new Stellar 45 sound transducer. These have an impedance of 48 ohms, which makes it accessible for everybody. Whether you want to play music from your phone or straight from your laptop or desktop, you can do that here. So I do like that these headphones work with all kind of sources. In the past, they've offered stuff up to 250 ohms to get that really good sound without all the interference. Now they're offering it here with the 48 ohms. You can play it from any source. Now I'm running these headphones out of my Loxjai A30, which doesn't color the music too much. Loxjai also offers a P20 tube amp. This is good if you want to warm up your sound a little bit, because Beyerdynamic headphones have been known to have harsh highs, and that's somewhat true here. We'll get into it. Okay, so the 900Xs are their open back headphones and the 700Xs are their closed back headphones. Now the benefit of an open back headphone is that sounds and like instruments can sound either close or far. There's a lot of soundstage there. When you have a closed back headphones, just think closed, it's going to be a lot closer. It's not going to be as separated. But here the 700Xs actually get a good amount of separation, but it doesn't have as much bass as you would expect from a closed back headphone. Closed back headphones are known to be more bassy because a lot of that sound and air that's being moved by the transducer isn't being lost out the sides of the headphone. Headphones are known to have a lot of bass and a lot of warmth at the cost of the soundstage being a little bit closer, which is true here. So if you're wanting one of these for on the go, definitely go with the closed back 700Xs, because less sound is going to be escaping. People aren't going to hear what you're listening to, and you're not going to hear outside unwanted noises. So on one hand, we have the 900Xs, which are open back, less bass, less warmth, very sterile. These are really good for mastering and mixing, which is what they're known for. And they're also the better headphone for gaming, but it does come at a cost of your music, so keep that in mind. The 700Xs have a lot more bass, there's a lot more warmth. Both of these headphones are missing that impact after the vocals, because the vocals are really good on these headphones. And a lot of the highs on here are harsh and can be fatiguing. So things like snares, guitar strings, high-pitched voices can really fatigue you and make you want to take off the headphones. And Beyerdynamic usually has this characteristics with their headphones. Like I said, you can get a Lockshot P20 or another tube amp, and these will normally warm up the sound and taper off that harsh high. And what I've noticed about these headphones is, depending on what kind of music you're listening to, it will show you the imperfections in the way it was mastered, which is, I guess, what these headphones are used for, is mastering and mixing. So it would only make sense that if you're listening to music and it doesn't sound good, the track probably wasn't mastered or mixed that well. So 1 minute I'd be like, okay, these headphones are complete trash, and then I go to another song like CLB from Drake. I just listened to that album and I'd be vibing out. So I'd say these are very picky headphones, and they're not going to be for everybody for that reason. So the 900Xs are going to really lend themselves to classical music, jazz music, a lot of instrument type music, whereas the 700Xs are going to go better with EDM, rap, and pop. Or if you like some silky smooth jazz, you want to feel like you're in the club, go with the 700Xs again. Now, both of these headphones I think offer enough soundstage to be viable for gaming. I know a lot of you guys probably picked up the Sennheiser 5.8Xs. Those are like the staple of headphones that most people go for about $150. I say the 700Xs are a direct upgrade from those. They do everything that those do, but better. If you want the best gaming performance, go with the 900Xs, but again, it comes at the cost of your music outside of game. I think the Beyerdynamic 1990 Pros are their best headphones. They're $500 to $600, and they sound like something that's worth $1,000. Sound great with all music, sound really good for gaming. They're just a good jack of all trade headphones for not that much more than this one. Well, I guess it's $200. It's not cheap, but if you're looking for something that's going to be like the last headphone you ever buy, those are what you want to look for. This is a good upgrade if you're coming from like $100 or $150 headphone. If I had to choose between these two headphones, I definitely go with the 700X Pros because they have a good balance of musicality. They have a good amount of warmth and bass, which most people are looking for, as well as keeping a good amount of soundstage. And if you get a tube amp like the Lockshot P20, like I said, you can kind of taper off that harsh high that it has. If you're coming from the Beyerdynamic 990s or the 770s, these are both going to be a direct upgrade to those. At the end of the day, I think both of these headphones are worth $300, but just keep in mind what they're used for. Normally they're used for mixing and mastering. So they will show imperfections in music, because if you're a producer or you're somebody that's mixing music, you'd want to find those flaws, and this will show you the flaws within your music. So keep that in mind. Doesn't make them a bad headphone. They're just used for a certain job. All right, it has been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.